This is a nuclear winter, where the extreme cold, radiation, bandits, anomalies, and roaming monsters will try to kill me. I have 7 days to prepare, to make some money, get better gear, to stand a chance against the bandit base at Dark Valley. Day 1. I looked for any available jobs around the village. I was told to kill some bandits and eliminate mutants up north. After checking my equipment, I left town. And out of nowhere... Oh no. Come on. Oh, they heard the shots. Oh. 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 Each bullet counts. Healing is expensive, and you need to pick your battles. As I made my way up north, I found more of these oddities. Wow. Called anomalies. Something here. Sometimes, strange artifacts are formed from these. Some of them have useful powers. Scientists are willing to pay good money for them. Cold was getting bad. The fuller this bar gets, the more risk of catching a fever. I explored the different ruined buildings for any loot. Crossed under the destroyed train tracks. Oh, God. I came across another settlement. Once safe from the cold, I talked to the people there. One of them gave me the location of a secret stash in exchange for some mutant parts I collected. These stashes have valuable items that I needed to progress, but this one was located in Yantar. I wasn't ready to go there yet. I was getting hungry, so I had some beans for lunch. After storing my load in a chest, I bought some ammo and a multi-tool. This will help me disassemble and repair weapon parts. More on that later. I needed to get my job done. They got me here. That's it. I searched their bodies. In this mod pack, all guns and armor looted from enemies are in poor condition, unusable. I'll have to disassemble their parts and materials, sell the ones I don't need, and keep the ones in good condition. This world is dynamic. People roam around with names and goals from different factions. These ones, they were mercenaries, and mercenaries kill loners like me. While exploring the zone, things happen with or without you. Dead mutant. Is that a guy? Oh crap. Is he dead? Some factions fight each other. These guys are from duty. Leaving the remains ready for the taking, but not everyone is hostile. The ecologists, for example, are a group focused on researching the zone. They're the most neutral, pacifist faction. Back to the farm for warmth and rest. I disassembled the guns, stored the useful parts, sold the ones in bad condition, and managed to salvage a silencer from one of the pistols. My health took a hit from all the shooting. After some eating and drinking, I bought a medkit to heal me. In Gamma, the health system goes pretty deep. For now, all you need to know, if any of these three are depleted, I'm dead. Sun was going down. It was time to get back to the village. Never gets old. Got my reward, some money, and a new stash location. But again, not a good one. This is the map of the zone, and this is where I'm at, Korun. As you go north, things get more and more dangerous, all the way up to the nuclear power plant. I had to make my way around the surrounding areas, step by step, getting more loot, more missions, and more money to be able to get ready for day 7 to attack the bandit base. But for the moment, I needed to take any job I could get. This time, I had to escort some guys through Korun. Using the money that I got, I bought some more healing items and went on my way. But to get to our destination, we needed to cross the vehicle station.
Тихо.
After looting the corpses, I ran to the campfire quickly. I was freezing to death. Now I had the whole station for myself. I went through every nook and cranny looking for any piece of loot. Darkness was closing in. Had to move quickly. We got ambushed. I made my way back to the village, got my rewards. I had one last meal before going to sleep. On day 2, I got a couple of new quests and completed them with no trouble. My skills were getting better. Traveling increased my endurance, while carrying heavy items improved my strength, and so on. Got more money and more locations for stashes. Then again, far away from here. It was time to leave Korun. But just before I could head out, this is a psi storm. If someone is caught under it, they can lose their mind, even result in zombification. These are not just names. These are actual people that were roaming in the zone. You can see other stalkers sending their condolences. It's a living, reacting world. And a dangerous one. In the PDA, you can see names, photos, rankings, factions, and your reputation with them. Each time you kill someone, it's not just a static NPC you were supposed to encounter. It was a person with their own agenda, doing their thing, coming from somewhere, communicating with each other. My next objective was to go north, to Garbage. There, new opportunities awaited me. But to reach it, I needed to get across this outpost. Bandit. Nice. Nobody else. This is good.
На кромке прибрызгнут. Ветерком отлетят. Листики летают по спирали. Упал на грунт, как будто там нет никакой аномалии. Упал и все. Заходи, сбоку заходи.
After healing and looting, I sold myself at the farm, repaired my weapons, and checked the PDA I looted from one of the bandits. Time to go to garbage. There, things were different. Anomalies I've never seen before. A junkyard full of destroyed vehicles. And the hangar. There, I met Butcher, who was looking for any mutant parts that I could acquire. But before heading forth, I went to sleep. The next morning, there was a courier in need of a rescue, and some mutants that I had to take care of. I tried to get a better view of the place. What? Huh? What's that? What is that? No! No, no! This is my sidebar, my mental health. When it reaches 0, well, that thing was still out there, but I couldn't stand still. I needed to complete my missions. There you are. Got it. Oh. Ugh. What's this? Fracture. I wasn't sure what was real or in my head. I proceeded to take care of my second assignment. Oh, that was close. I needed to rescue the courier and bring him back to village. There you are. Okay, let's go. But on our way back... What? Whoa! Guess your friends wanted you back. Having dealt with the bandits, I healed my wounds, claimed one of my rewards, and bought a new knife. With this, I'd be able to get more mutant parts to sell and deliver. After that, I went back to Cordon, got more work, ate something, shot some bandits, got some rewards and new jobs. Things were good, my skills were improving, resources and money were coming my way, and new stash locations were given to me. One of them was in the Great Swamps, west of Cordon, and that was my next destination. After repairing my stuff and gathering everything I needed, I made my way into the swamps. I looted the destroyed houses, in search for whatever I could use for components. The sun was about to set soon. I needed to move. It was a nice view though. The swamps were completely frozen. Ice felt like it could break at any moment. Spotted some buildings in the distance. A machine yard. I searched the place up and down. Oh crap. Oh no. The storm was formidable and captivating at the same time. I waited beside the warm fire. This was just the beginning. The great swamps seemed peaceful, but they were not. Oh no. Oh god, what is that? Lurker. One gunshot, that's all it takes, and they come after you. There's nowhere to hide. You're lucky if you have something to jump onto, and even if you survive, it's gonna cost you. But in the end, there's always a reward. Gunsmithing. That's cool. My first set of tools. This will allow me to craft ammunition in the future. Not bad at all. Still, I needed to keep looking for a basic toolkit. This was the key to start crafting. Like I said, the swamps can be deadly. Visibility is compromised. Not only that, if you're not careful, the anomalies will take you out. I was running out of healing items, and the mutant attacks didn't stop. At this rate, I wasn't gonna make it. But then, I found the old church. Shelter, safety. I talked with the other stalkers, got a few more missions, and went to sleep. On day 4, I woke up feeling much better. My wounds were healed. Going further into the swamps, I ended up in a new settlement, the Clear Sky Base. I met new people that needed a hand. Some even gave me money and stash coordinates in exchange for mutant parts. I met with Clear Sky's doctor, bought all the healing items I needed, and even got rewarded for having taken care of bandits. After that, I repaired some of my stuff at the technician, bought a new backpack, and set off north. The nearest stash location was at Agora Prom, my next destination. I also needed to retrieve some supplies from Cedar Beach. On the way, I dispatched a few more bandits and mutants, until I stumbled upon a renegade camp. Here we are. Huh. Sniper rifle. Military. Not looking good. Let's stay away from you. Wow. What is that? God. Oh no. One shot. That's all it takes. Got one. Come on. Dead. Once things settled down, I moved to the stash location. Found no tools though. There was another one up north. I took my chances. I arrived at some sort of abandoned factory. A lot of stalkers were there. Still, that didn't stop the mutants from attacking. After finding the second stash, really? I got more missions and returned to garbage to store more stuff. Looked for another stash at Gordon.
Oh, come on.
Once again, no tools. Stumbled upon an artifact.
Cool.
After the final stash of the day,
Yeah.
there were no toolkits to be found. I finished the day killing some more bandits. And went to sleep. This was no storm. This was something else. Some people think the zone is live. Maybe they're right. The unfortunate who couldn't find shelter get turned into this. At the village, something happened. One of the stalkers was looking for the exact shotgun I looted from a bandit the night before. And the reward? The basic tools. With this, I had opened up so many possibilities. After completing some missions, it was time to begin. In Gamma, the crafting system is deep and complex. At the start, you don't know all the recipes. First, you have to get the specific crafting guide required. Then, you'll need to collect the specific materials, provided you have the right tools for the job. Some stuff you can buy, find, or get by disassembling items you find in the open. First, I crafted a better backpack, providing me with 7 additional kilograms of carry weight. Next, I dismantled an old headlamp to create a titanium grid, but I couldn't equip it yet. Before that, I needed to upgrade my armor to unlock an accessory slot. To do so, I required a couple of things. After buying the necessary components to craft them, my armor was upgraded, and the titanium grid was equipped. Next, weapons. My goal was to make this rifle functional again, so I crafted the corresponding repair kit. But didn't have any replacement parts yet. I needed to find them, alongside more components, to craft a better detector for anomalies. I began the next morning with an escort mission to Dark Valley. On the way, we traveled through the meadows. There, I got some of the missing components I needed for crafting. New and weird anomalies appear in front of me. The next stash was in a pretty tricky spot.
Oh no.
I managed to get it. Close to my position, I found some missing documents for Clear Sky, and then arrived at Dark Valley. More mutants and more anomalies. After finishing the escort mission, I took a peek at my final objective. It was huge. Guards, sniper towers. Attacking now would be a death sentence. I went back to the farm. With the new components that I looted, I ended up crafting a second historical weapon kit and restored the rifle completely. Not only that, but I also bought a scope and made some night vision goggles. Finally, thanks to helping so many people, I got enough reputation to recruit some other stalkers to join me. We will strike at midnight when they can't see us.
Закрепляемся. Вперед, бля, вперед!
I stand here, watching as the very fabric of reality is torn apart. The zone reminding us that we are intruders, playing with forces beyond our control. Yet, we press forward, drawn by a force defying all logic, like moths to a flame. And so, I stand here, craving to unravel the mysteries of the zone. But what if it didn't exist? What if things were different? What if the apocalypse was everywhere, with mutants all over, toxic air, and bandits ruling the new world? Check this video to see more of this story. Thank you to everyone who donates and joins as a member.